Can't beat that clock.
Anytime you see the Sten, it just gets me excited. Sten's out, good game. Game's over. So, that being said, 2:17. Everything's got to go right here, Merle, for these guys here tonight. You've got to get your plants down. You've got to get in, get the grab, and make it happen. So, you're going to have about 1, maybe 2 pushes if you're lucky. And here comes LQ. We've got one sniper sniping from the beach itself, laying cover fire. That was Krabu. Now backed up by Scarzilla as well. So, I don't see any plants going on here, Merle. And
yeah, they don't have an NG. They have 2 snipers and an LT. So
okay, so
I think it was more just to stop themselves getting spawn killed more than anything else. Reduce the embarrassment.
Would it be safe?
I think they might have an NG here.
Would it be safe to say that they're giving up this round?
Well, I mean, we've only got a minute.
Oh, go ahead, Sid.
Well, I'm just saying, we've only got a minute and 25 seconds left at the moment, and I hear what you're saying, Merlinator. If they didn't switch up the lineup a little bit, they'd probably just get stuck at spawn the whole time. So you have to do what you got to do to advance up the beachhead. Finally, we've got two dynamites planted. I saw Crab over there on the right side. We got to wait 30 seconds, which is a lifetime when there's only a minute left in the match.
And there's the 1 minute warning.
Blow up these walls right here. Yeah, 1 minute. I don't know. I mean, it's 3v3. It's a little easier to get into the base, obviously, because there's not a massive defense. There's no panzers. But with this little time, Merlinator, is it really feasible?
I'd say no. I mean, they're spawning right now. They've got 40 seconds to get up to upper base, down the stairs, stand up again. And they've only got 3 players in their way, haven't they? So I pretty much write this one off as a sub-job win.
Stick a fork in it. Yeah, absolutely.
If we don't
the flag has not even been grabbed.
If we don't see subjub on sub at some point, I'm going to just turn this off. All right? Subly jubbly on sub.
No, that'll be just too confusing.
Take it away, Sabo. Bring us home in the last 10 seconds.
Well, there's not much to talk about. We got the full spawn right here with 9 seconds. I don't think they even have a chance of making it into the base. In fact, no, there's airstrikes being called in the trenches right here to add insult to injury as the time runs out on Team Liquid right here. Score's going to go 1-0 so far on MP Beach in favor of Team Subly Jubbly.
Well, let me update the scores here tonight. So far, things are running pretty smooth. It's exciting to be back casting some RTCW, and no better way to do that than some 3v3 action here. It's going to be fast, it's going to be furious, and this is a one-day cup. So, we're going to find out the victors, unlike the previous Anniversary Cup that took us 6 months to complete. We're actually going to see some resolution tonight.
That did take a while, didn't it?
Wow.
Wow.
These guys mean business.
Are not taking a break at all.
No.
Yeah.
All right, here we are in Frostbite tonight. Sabo, take it away.
If I can just get my bearings straight. Yes, Frostbite's going to be the next map over here. Looks like Team Liquid is bringing up the allied team.
A0.
Straight out the gate. Engineer Crab already dropping the dynamite, but Explosion, support player from Clown's going to take him out. No other engineers around, just these 2 medics that are going to work their way up. Need a little bit of resistance from the Axis, and, oh, man, gets shut down by, looks like Crumbs over there. Holding down the fort. 9.5 minutes left on the clock, and the first spawn was a failure for Team Liquid. Warbage.
Yeah, I really like this map. The still trying to recover. Apparently being raped by trees, which is a reference to allergies. God. Here we go. It's
That's about right.
Crab. He's look at this grenade spam raining down. It's not raining men, Crab. No. It's raining grenades. He's got it, though. And is now making his way up as NG inside with the flag grab by Scarzilla here. So at 8:54. Allies going to get that base penetration that they are looking for. We're going to hand this over to Merle as I struggle for the words. I speak German and not English.
Liquid have picked up the flag, and now they're pushing through to plant service. I think once they've got the service plant, they just got to really be smart on their pushes. The spawn times are exactly the same, so I think that's pretty equal. It's pretty much as equal as you can get. So I think it's just down to how each team plays together. I mean, they're pushing together right now for the courtyard, all 3 of them. But with Crumbs and Chris cross-firing that gateway there, it's pretty impossible to just walk on through. Strikes as well.
Oh my God, that's heresy.
Oh.
That's heresy in channel.
Yeah.
Why does this look so much like E.T.? Come on, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, no, you can't say that. Because enemy territory came after Return to Castle Wolfenstein. But Helfig, welcome. And we have ourselves a timeout situation.
Yeah, I don't see anybody lagging out right here. Current situation is documents totally secure. Somebody called a timeout. Knock, knock, and some German in chat, so I really don't know what that means.
That's Dutch. That's Dutch.
Okay.
Oh, it's Dutch, okay.
Voice, you've got to translate this. Ik moest kloppen, want die bel deed het niet.
Translate go. I don't even know if he's here. Eli Manning Giant.
No, he's not here.
Got Bull and Channel. Some of your names are a little hard to very know. Very know, is that? V53RY no. I'm missing it. Bam Bam 2819, welcome. Timeout situation, guys. Return to Castle Wolfenstein Air Warwich. I'm back. Sabo, it's great to see you again. I've missed you.
It's great to be back, you know. It has been a long time, you know. It was much needed though, because I was kind of, I don't know, it was like a daily routine sort of thing, and having a few weeks off gave me a chance to get really excited about this all over again. So it's you know, it's cool, you know. It's nice to be all fully energized and all about it. Boy, we're still in this timeout situation where it's just, I don't want to give away anybody's position, but I'll just say this: Liquid is pretty much fresh off a spawn. They're all together getting ready to make a big charge over here. The defense for Team Subly is also pretty solid. Looks like they're being aggressive with the defense, maybe tossing a few prediction grenades here and there. And timeout's been canceled. We'll see how well those prediction grenades go with 8 minutes on the clock. Warwich, take it away.
Well, Helfig, we're going to get to that question of yours between rounds or between matches here tonight, and I'm going to have Merlinator answer it. Not this moment, but we're going to have you answer the question, Merlinator, in 30 seconds. What is the difference between RTCW and ET? Hold that thought. In the meantime, we're back, we're live, we're in game. Let's get it done at 7-4-0 tonight. 1-0 lead thus far as we've begun our coverage after a 2-week break of Subly Jubbly. See, that's just a great name to say. Subly Jubbly.
It's
Subly Jubbly. 1-0 tonight. Versus the the Allied incoming push of LQ. Bravo, my good chap.
What a disaster right here. Subly Jubbly, I didn't see who made the grab, but somebody for the Axis defense here came up, grabbed the flag, and now we got Liquid fully spawning, kind of getting raped on the spawn here from Team Subly Jubbly. They are going to be able to make their way all the way forward. Crab re-grabbing the flag with 7 minutes on the clock, but that cost a whole lot of time here on a typically fast map like Frostbite.
Well, you know what we got? And you reminded me of, we have War Room coverage. Let's go to LQ tonight. LQ is Crab, Viz, and Scarzilla. Let's dial in, take a listen.
And not much in the War Room. You know, I'm not too surprised about that, because...
Let's go! Zero communication. All right. Hey, Thunder, you've got your real nick on back in the old days. Okay, nothing from LQ. Apparently these guys speak with telepathy, so let's flip it and go to Subly Jubbly. Can somebody talk to me? There we go.
What?
There we go.
Okay, just shoot. We go behind.
They're waiting for you, I think.
What? One medical pistol, but he's gonna noise.
All cool.
Hold on. Go for flag. They can make it.
Alright, we'll try to get that fixed for you here later, Sable. In the meantime, Subly Jubbly Axis defense here tonight like that. If you're having any lag, apologies for that. Everything should be running smooth. Blame the Axis. I did not mention him. The Axis go!
Inside the house.
He's also here tonight.
Logs one.
You know, listening
Might be
to
low
One on the roof.
Listen to Subly Jubbly over here. It's really interesting to see the difference between 6-man communication and 3-man communication. I mean, it's like they're dead silent.
Coming to ladder, no.
Just nading, probably.
Very little communication necessary because there's only 3 people. You know where they are.
But this guy is up already. He didn't kill him.
I was gonna go service in case.
Got a 2 split, lower, 1 upper. Here's Crab trying to get some kind of penetration towards that flag here tonight. So far, Subly Jubbly has been holding them off. We are listening again to the Axis defense. Face to face, Crab in trouble, shut down.
How many?
Just 1 at flag, 2 at flag.
Let's head out of War Room, Sabo. Now we got a flag grab. We're going to hand this over to Merle, or Merlin, a.k.a. Merlinator, a.k.a. The Man. Break down what you've seen here in the past 60 seconds.
Well, pretty much Subly Jubbly just harassing Liquids, getting the flag, annoying them, and it's I can tell you for sure when a team's getting the flag and you're spawning back, it can be really annoying. It slows you down and just bogs your attacks down and just adds so much time onto the clock. So that's pretty much what's been happening, and Subly Jubbly looking quite comfortable at the moment. Oh, great news!
Yeah, that while you were covering that, Merlinator, it looked like there was actually a really good push going on for Team Liquid. They made it down that little, almost to the staircase where the documents lie. There was a 2-man push coming in, but man, Clown came around with a beautiful pincer move from the alley, cut them off over there, and cut them down to size. Interesting, we got 3 minutes 30 seconds left on the clock. Team Liquid has not touched the documents a single time.
They are having a hard time at this point even keeping the flag. I mean, Subly Jubbly.
Yeah.
And the name almost demands that you say it like that. That's how you've got to say it. Are just not letting the Axis stronghold go. They are stopping every push and recapping that flag. They're pushing forward over and over and then tapping out. So just bringing it to the Allies' spawn, then tapping out for
the statistics, man. That really tells the story right there. I mean, 6.3 damage given for Subly Jubbly, 4.5 on the part of Team Liquid. There's definitely a big difference going on, and it speaks of the superior defense of Team Subly Jubbly right here.
We've talked about this before, Merle, but let's talk about it here again on Frostbite here tonight. We might actually, we'll hold that thought. We do have a grab here by Viz. So this could be something for LQ. Viz has got it. Not for long. Crumbs is there, MP40 shuts him down. So makes the return, going to force the Axis back a little bit though. So maybe in some fashion that could work out. Now Crumbs making revivals here on Chris. The question, I guess, again, for those who may not know this map as well as others, Merlinator, who is our resident expert in Return to Castle Wolfenstein, who does this map favor, the Axis or the Allies, and why?
I think it's basically whoever controls the documents at the time. So if Axis is set up, they're definitely in favour. But if Allies have the documents, they completely switches on its head, and then they've got the advantage because it's a very, very quick map. Docs run really quick.
Well, we got a grab. All right, Scarzilla at 131. Now, Sable, we're coming up fast on the 1-minute warning. Fantasy RTCW, Joker, welcome to the fun.
This is him. He's going to make it. If he just runs the transmitter right now, he's actually going to make it. If he's slow, he could make all the way. He could make it all the way if he just runs.
He's done. All right, he's going.
Looks like he's beyond the cover.
We're going to sound the alarm now. Coming up at 110 inside, and Merle called it without any kind of issue. He's inside, gets the grab, gets himself on the clock. 8:55, not the best time we've ever seen.
Not a great time.
Sable on Frostbite, but it is a time.
Absolutely, yeah. 8:55 set by Team Liquid. Exactly. It is a time, so that way we're not worried about a full hold situation. If Liquid were able to get the full hold on Subly Jubbly, they'd get on the board, get a point over here. We talked about the statistics a little bit so far. It's stacking in favor of Team Subly Jubbly, but like Merlinator said, Subly Jubbly have held the document room. They've been in a position to make Team Liquid come to them. So the difference might not necessarily be one of total skill here. It might actually be, defender's advantage. And we'll find out now as the teams switch sides, and it's up to Team Subjub to meet or beat that time.
Well, I get the feeling that Subjub should easily and handily be able to defeat the time of 8:55 on the clock. Merle, that shouldn't be hard for them.
Well, it's a long time for sure. Scarzilla is a good aimer, Crabgy as well. Viz, it's just as long as they work together, they can slow them down. But it's gonna be an uphill struggle. They've got to do exactly what was done to them: get the flag, annoy them, just add as much time to the clock as possible, and then they're in with a chance.
Feta, oh yes, Boba Fetta is in channel, the fastest man in RTCW. Welcome, my friend.
That guy's got quick 3 trick jump skills, doesn't he?
He's quick. He's so fast, he snuck in channel, I didn't even see him.
Didn't he win the community award for sneakiest player or something like that?
Yeah, I think
so. Who was the winner? I don't know.
We'll give it to Feta. He wins in my book.
Absolutely.
Waiting on one.
I always love watching him do his magic trick jumps and all that sort of stuff. There's just a few people out there who can really do it and do it well. It's once they get the documents, there's no touching them. They're gone. Good luck.
Now
good
this,
capper in tribes,
my friends, is the one-day tournament, and we're going to hop back in. We're joining midway through, and after this match, we'll kind of have Merlinator catch you back up. So, that being said, we'll sound the alarm. I'm going to give you a personal salute. The Axis go as well. We're going to head back in game. We've got 8:55 on the clock. Lots of time for Subjub to get it done. Here's Chris and friends bounding in. Chris, or rather Crumbs, as medic. And Chris almost getting wiped out there, Sabo, but manages to survive.
Nice dodge.
Leaning down, dodges aside that grenade, and is now going to go for the plant.
Nice.
3, 2, 1. He's got it. Going to tap out for the assault class here tonight.
Docks there. He's going to pick up the docks.
No
He's
kidding.
doing a bit of a sneak.
Wow. Where'd that come from? Clown. Sneaky guy. 8 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock. He somehow teleports into the base, basically. He's got the documents. He's going to go around the back way. Probably pretty smart thinking. Does that little trick jump over the top, getting shot in the back.
Wow! Damn it, Clown, you sneaky guy. That is incredible. Look at this. Oh my God.
It's less than a minute.
Oh my God.
52
How
seconds.
did this WTF Hitman, right? How long did that take him? 52 seconds?
That was amazing. Yeah.
Yep, 52.
Oh, jeez.
A 52-second grab. Nice stuff right there. I mean, Merlinator, what happened?
Yeah.
Well, he jumped the back wall, and Liquid's decided the first phase of defense, they're not going to have a back wall defense on the first one, which is risky, but it makes sure they don't get the flag, which they definitely didn't get, but they got the docks, unfortunately, and it was really nicely timed by Clown. I mean, that's the major part of his game, is knowing how to time all this. Got the docks at exactly the right time, got over the wall just as they spawned, and was shooting him. It was a great run.
Well, that brings us now, Sabo, to your first experience.
This is the first for me.
With MD Escape.
Is the map tonight. I know nothing about this map. Poor Rich Merlinator, talk me through. What's the point? What are we doing here?
The Allies are attempting to grab the Unholy Grail, which are being held by the Axis. The Axis cannot be allowed, as Merlinator said, the last one-day cup, I believe. It's too powerful. They can't be allowed to have it. They're going to win the war, so the Allies are going to try to grab the cup,
like
bring
Indiana
it back,
Jones.
right, ship it away, and lock it away, so they cannot have the Axis win the war here tonight. Very simple. It's the first level of single-player RTCW. Not much to it. Enjoy the show.
Exactly. Go. Exactly.
We'll see how Sabo can handle himself here in this situation.
I'm just going to sit back and let you take it, and I'll join in later.
Well,
I play it smart, my friend.
Doesn't seem too willing.
A game of shoutcasting.
Well, the main thing about
chess.
Escape is...
Go ahead.
Yeah, indeed. The main thing about escape is to pick up the flag, which they've done, plant the two doors, the upper door and the lower door, which they've done, and now it's to get through to the Holy Grail. There are a lot of people in the way, of course, or only 3 people, but they can push through the spawn way, which is the lower door. They can push through the courtyard, which they're doing right now, and pushing through. And there's only one access at the docks. It's in the docks room right now, and Clown's attempting to take the docks with Chris picking up.
There it is.
They're going to push through low door. And I think if he just runs, he might be able to make it. The spawn time, no, they spawned right now. So they're going to meet him head on in this corridor.
Yeah, it's going to get nasty
Trump's
right here inside the
he's
wine
in.
cellar, taking shots.
Oh,
Gets
man,
in
so
just
close.
in the nick of time. 1:55. That's kind of how this goes, Sabo. Fast and furious. Grab the unholy grail
Absolutely.
and get the hell out.
Very nice. Crumbs with grab. 1 minute and 55 seconds right there. You're absolutely right. Fast and furious. I really didn't think it was going to happen with that spawn time sort of favoring the defense over there, but he's a fast man. He cut to the left, jumped around the corner, nearly got shot down, mowed down in the back, but really I think those bullets didn't do anything but push him faster towards the objective. Good stuff.
Yeah. So now LQ have got pretty much one shot at this. As you said, they've got to capture that forward flag, get the plants, get inside, get the grab, bring it home. Fighting for the flag right here, but this is how it comes down to an end. Tapping out. The flag is secure tonight. So, a little cheeky dynamite action going on right here. I probably imagine that has Clown's name all over it. Big fan of that. Let's see if he's playing engineer. No, medic now. Maybe engineer early.
It's all medics right now on the part of Team Subly Jubbly. You know, probably a pretty smart thing to do with one of these corridor-type maps, though. I mean, you know, we have small teams. If everybody's a medic, then everybody's going to be fully healed up. But then again, you run into the trouble of running out of ammunition at that critical moment without a lieutenant.
1 minute warning. You'll see that here a lot on 3v3. You'll see a lot of medics and not a lot of ammunition. So it's really important for these players. And thankfully, these players are known for their aim. But aim is incredibly important, obviously, because you just don't have a massive amount of ammunition to spare. That being said, it looks like this will clearly, Merlin, go in favor of another point here for Subly Jubbly. And that should be the game.
They've got the docks here.
Oh, okay.
They've got the docks, or the Holy Grail. This is it.
Here's Viz with the grab.
All right, thank you for that. 23 seconds. And he has got to race this home. Time is short. Airstrikes, grenade spam, await out in the courtyard, bounding home. If he can do it, get themselves on the scoreboard. If not, good game. Taking fire, shut down. Chris MP40, and that is that. 3, 2, and a 1. Subly Jubbly, as predicted. Kicking all the ass tonight.
3-0. Total shutout right there. Subly Jubbly with the win. All right. Okay. 30 minutes until the playoffs begin. That finishes the final round of group stage.
And we'll head over to the desktop
playing.
We'll take a look here at this. You can see the live updates from Merlin. No, look at this. He's updating right here.
That's pretty cool. I like watching.
He's inside my
computer. I like watching that live stuff.
He's inside my PC.
Yeah. Wait.
Get out of my computer, Merlin. You hacker.
Get out of his dreams. Get into his car.
So there you go. All right, what are we looking at next here, Merlin? Break it down for us. We'll head back to the command center here tonight.
Well, next we can watch another group game, or we can wait a bit for the. The group game we'd be watching would be Zed's team against Bully's team. Unfortunately, both of them. Yeah, he is playing, but unfortunately both of those teams are already out, so it would just be a like fill the time sort of thing.
I haven't talked to Zed in forever. It's been weird. I've been so out of touch. And it's great to see the old faces
he'll be on here
chat.
after he's finished.
So we're kind of just waiting for the playoffs here tonight. First, let's answer this question, because I know every time that we're on air, it's always the ET RTCW debate. But Merlinator, if you had to compare the games,
what's
the difference in 60 seconds?
Between ET and RTCW, is that?
Yes. That's the question. I'm excited for this
enemy territory. Enemy territory has bigger, more open maps, slower rates of fire, and it's more. I say it's more individual based in terms of like players. It's more individual skill rather than team skill. Whereas RTCW is more like narrow corridors. And it's more about crossfires and working together and attacking and defending. Obviously, the rifle in ET makes quite a big difference, and the Panzer in RTCW, the difference between those two are quite big. So you just have to play differently. Like you can kill a Panzer before he shoots, but you can't really see a rifle sometimes when he kills you. ET is a little bit slower paced, even though it's still quite a fast-paced game compared to a lot of other shooting games. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
You know, it's the big maps in enemy territory that I think kind of turned me off to the game. I remember when it first came out, I was all excited. I'm like, it's a new Wolfenstein game, and I got into it for a while, but it felt like, I know people are going to kill me for this, it felt like Halo meets Wolfenstein. You know, it was just too big, it took me too long to move from point to point, and I sort of lost interest and trailed back into Wolfenstein and then sort of playing on a real tournament and all that sort of stuff instead.
Hey, I gotta say,
I guess I like it fast and
furious.
Fast and tight. Yeah,
wow, that sounds bad.
It does sound bad.
Okay. Sable likes it fast and tight. All right, there you have it.
I just had to come back on air.
Hi, voice.
For a second, Warwich.
Yes.
Hi.
Voice,
sorry for interrupting and dropping in like that. But I heard Merle say that RTCW is a bit faster than ET. And I know what he means. Faster pace. Well,
you could have 20 seconds left and still win a game in RTCW, whereas you can have games over with 3 minutes left in ET.
True, true. But what I haven't played ET myself that much, but I've casted quite a bit of it over the past couple of months, and what I noticed is that the action in ET is probably higher paced than RTCW, simply because you got a very staged map. First you got stage 1 where you spawn and you have to do the first objective, then part 2, part 3, part 4. Whereas in RTCW you pretty much got one global objective, maybe 2 if you count grabbing the flag, and that's it. And
I think in RTCW there's less obvious stages, whereas in ET there are more obvious stages. Where you can set up in RTCW.
Parcher said you're wrong as usual. You're wrong as usual.
Well, as usual. Well, that's okay. I'm just gonna give him that. The man doesn't seem to be too happy with me lately. But yeah, the thing with the stages is that if you look at ET, whatever map it is, most of the first stages are really fast-paced action because you spawn, and within 10 seconds, Axis meet allies, no matter what. Whereas in RTCW, for example, on Village, the most beloved map here is Axis waits about a minute for the allies to come towards the tavern before there's actually some shooting, and then it's done in 15 seconds because it's a hell of a job to get through that door. And then they need to respawn and run for another 30 seconds to 40 seconds to get to the same position again. Hence, I wanted to cut in on that.
I think between attack stages and attack phases, it's faster for RTCW. ET, like Village, is maybe a one-off. You can say base, but for me, a good attacking team on base will constantly put you under pressure. You might have 5 or 6 seconds break before you really have to be ready. Whereas in ET, when I played it, you could have like a 20-second wait, depending on what stage you've just lost, or waiting for dynamites to blow up because they can't do wall jumps in certain like supply, for instance. They can.
Well, no, that's true. That's true. That's definitely with the that pretty much comes down what you said before. There are clear phases in ET, whereas in RTCW it's less obvious, although they're still there. But yeah, I'll give you that. That the moment a certain phase has finished in ET, you're gonna have to wait a bit until the next phase is set up. Yeah, that's true.
So,
all right, back to RTCW 3
yes.
on 3 Cup. Sorry.
Our 60-second question. It's a dangerous territory. You get that debate
It's
open,
enemy territory
and
is
we
what
could
it
just
is.
have an entire round table of ET versus RTCW.